What's up, everybody? This is Steve from Bloom Audio. Today we have the AK HB1, a new portable DAC from Astell&Kern. There are a ton of portable DACs on the market right now, and this seems to be an ever-growing segment, but there are a couple key things that help AK HB1 stand out. First up is the sound. More important than anything else, HB1 sounds great. Second thing is it's equally as comfortable with Bluetooth and USB connections. Even comes with the USB OTG cables for USB-C and Lightning. I found a lot of times a DAC that does Bluetooth well, the designers weren't really thinking about USB in there. And of course, there's plenty of USB options that don't support Bluetooth at all. And thirdly is the app, which gives you a number of options, including an EQ, which while it's not quite as full featured as the app that goes along with, say, the QDelix 5K, makes AK HB1 a lot more competitive in general in that Bluetooth space because of the app and EQ feature. In terms of specs, there's not too much that's going to blow your mind with HB1. HB1 can receive input from a device via USB or Bluetooth 5.0 with LDAC, aptX, HD and adaptive, AAC, or SBC codecs. HB1 also provides UAC 1.0 and 2.0 support for maximum compatibility and low latency gaming. For output, you have 3.5mm single-ended at 2 VRMS and 4.4mm balanced at 4 VRMS. Battery life is estimated at 6 hours and will take about an hour and a half to get a full charge. In terms of the specs, nothing's really going to blow you away there. It kind of checks the box for meets expectation, with a little bit of bonus for having LDAC support, which especially in a Bluetooth DAC, you basically get all the pieces together with that high resolution LDAC codec. And again, the sound is where it really shines. Sound is detailed, surprisingly spacious, very transparent, and at this $259 price point, typically you go one of two ways. You have DACs that are very detailed, end up sounding a little grainy, maybe a little harsh or unforgiving at certain times. And then on the other end, you have the ones that are a little bit more warm, but can end up being a little mushy sounding, losing some detail, being a little too smooth or potentially veiled in the high. HB1 hits in the middle of that, giving you the detail, again, giving you really strong imaging at the price point, but also giving you some musicality there, so you don't feel like it's over warm or mushy, doesn't feel like it's harsh or grainy. It's really well balanced tuning in the HB1. For comparisons, we brought in a few different options. On the Bluetooth side, our number one contender was the iFi Go Blue, which held up really well, I think. And especially if you go out and buy a nice OTG cable for Go Blue, you end up with very similar feature sets between the two of them. Go Blue does end up hitting a little on the warmer side of things, so comparing it with HB1, do lose a little bit of detail in exchange for some more prominent bass and a little bit more smoothness in the highs. I did feel like while there was a lot of parity at the sound quality level between HB1 and Go Blue when I had them plugged in via USB, in Bluetooth mode, HB1 pulls ahead a little bit. I felt it lost less resolution and detail than Go Blue lost. Another difference between the two is HB1 has the app, but Go Blue has the X bass and X space buttons right on there. So HB1 is definitely giving you a wider range of options. But Go Blue, again, if you don't want to deal with the app, gives you the buttons right on the device to make that change. You could kind of go either way with that, but HB1 is definitely more powerful overall in the configuration options. For headphone and IEM performance, HB1 had the edge here. With over-ear headphones, they felt about the same in terms of their performance. Some of the more challenging models you might throw up against a $200 DAC amp. So they're about even there, but with IEMs, HB1 produced less noise, felt more black in the background, while Go Blue did have a little bit of hiss there. For wired competition, I brought in the iBasso DC04 Pro and the iFi Go Bar. DC04 Pro is a perfect example of a really technically strong budget portable DAC that does end up sounding a little bit grainy and harsh at times. Go Bar is on the other end of the spectrum, where you end up getting a little bit over warm at other parts, especially when you turn on the X bass. You can wash out a little bit of the detail. Where Go Bar gets its edge is, in addition to the X bass and X space that Go Blue has, Go Bar has the IE match, which is going to make it a little more friendly for IEMs. And it just has significantly more output power than any of these other options. So for over-ear headphones in a portable situation, Go Bar ends up being a great option just for that extra power, as long as you don't mind a little bit more of a warm, smooth sound signature. So if you like a little more of a warm sound, iFi is always here for you with options like Go Bar and Go Blue. And if you want something more analytical and also at a little bit more of a budget, DC04 Pro is a great option there. For me, HB1 hits it just right, giving you the best of both worlds, the detail, the resolution, without any of the graininess, and the musicality without feeling overly smooth or warm at any point. It's also worth pointing out Go Blue and the HB1 are both battery powered. So you're going to have to remember to charge those, while Go Bar and the iBasso DC04 Pro don't have a battery, so you can plug and play and forget about it. And while drawing the power directly from the device you're plugged into is convenient, there are still some sonic advantages to separating your battery power and your data transmission. So I think on a technical level, Go Blue and HB1 have the advantage. On a convenience level there, stuff like the Go Bar will have the advantage. In a world of $4,000 flagship players and powerhouse DAPs with like 5 watts of output power, it can be tough to get excited about a $259 portable. What does get me excited about HB1 is that combination of, great tuning, great sound quality, and the convenience, all at that lower price point. It's a lot more accessible for people or as a second device. So if you want that flexibility and you want to keep the price under $300, but you don't want to compromise on sound quality to get there, HB1 is currently one of the best Bluetooth DACs and one of the best wired USB DACs in that price range. Thanks for watching. You can check out the Astell&Kern HB1 and a lot of other great products at bloomaudio.com. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be back soon with more high-fidelity audio content.